Thank you, Joseph, for moderating this track. And now we also welcome you to our panel. Smart automation is a critical part of industrial IoT, benefiting many applications. So today, I have asked some of my team members in America to join me to discuss the strategy for ensuring smart automation is a success in our market. I've asked each panelist to present this topic in the context of proven successful examples that demonstrate our ability to provide smart automation solutions in conjunction with domain-focused and knowledgeable technology and business partners. So let me introduce the panel members. Joseph Yang is joining us from Cincinnati and is currently the Director of Product Management for Advantech IoT Group. He started his career with Advantech in our headquarters in Taiwan, but transferred to the IoT Group in North America headquarters in Cincinnati in 2017. Joseph brings a wealth of product and application knowledge to our team, and we are happy to have him in the United States. Andrew Lund is in Minneapolis, and he is the Advantech IoT Group's Product Sales Manager for wireless. He has 12 years of experience conceptualizing, building, and launching IoT hardware and software solutions in the industrial, energy, retail, and transportation vertical markets. Nathan Smith is joining us from Boston and is Channel Sales Director for Advantech's IoT Group in North America. Some of you may recognize him, as he has been an integral part of Advantech's team for over 20 years. Nathan works closely with our distributors and system integrators to build Advantech's IoT computing presence in North America. Ken Kao is in Chicago, and as Advantech's transportation sector lead in North America, Ken is focused on growing the intelligent transportation sector, ITS, in various roadway and railway solutions. Ken regularly speaks at transportation industry events and was named a top engineering leader under 40 by CFE Media. His passion and enthusiasm are unsurpassed in this market. It's no surprise that Ken is recognized as a leader in the ITS market across North America. Many thanks to all the panelists, and thank you for also joining this session today. So Joseph, I would like to start by asking you a question. Advantech is making a significant investment in our portfolio of I/O products and solutions for smart automation. Can you provide an overview of this capability and highlight our key target market sectors?
Jerry, thanks to the question. I'm really excited about this coming IoT era. The opportunities are really booming everywhere. Over the next few minutes, I'll share with you where we're going and how we can work together and accelerate this transformation. Many of you may know already now that Advantech is the global leader in terms of market share for industrial PCs. However, Advantech also focuses on I/O products and has a full line of very robust and reliable designs. Advantech's I/O portfolio includes remote I/O solutions, data acquisition I/O, and control I/O. Let's look at the Hardened series of Advantech remote I/O products first. The Hardened series is really broad and has been adapted in many applications, such as factory automation, environment monitoring, and facility device management. This is a fantastic product in terms of functionality, price, reliability, and quality. Globally, we have sold over 1 million Hardened modules. Although this is a very successful product series of Advantech, we plan to make Hardened more smart and to expand its wireless connectivity to ensure its longevity. Talking about smart, we enabled Hardened to support no-ray now. This makes these products easier to use and reduce the effort to make POC faster. Furthermore, the Hardened 6700 series integrates the I/Os and gateway together, which not only save the cost and space, but also reduce the coding effort. Next, I would like to talk about wireless. Advantech has designed a series WISE 4000 series that includes a communication module and the I/O module. There are multiple communication protocols supported, such as Wi-Fi, LoRaWAN, Cat-M, and narrowband IoT. This series also had a versatile I/O modules, such as analog input, digital input, and output. It even has a temperature and a humidity sensor built into the modules. As you can imagine, this is a powerful combination that covers most of the application in the field. I would like to share an example with you to help demonstrate the power of the WISE series. The application is water treatment by using a WISE 4610 LoRaWAN sensor node. The customer was able to collect the water flow data and the water leakage status. In addition, they were able to use wireless communication to transfer the information. When asked why this customer chose Advantech WISE 4610, they stated that LoRaWAN has better penetration and long-distance transmission to the gateway. It was also important to this customer that the module had the ability to be remotely configured, was IP65 rated with GPS, and featured a rechargeable battery that was built in. Given Advantech's comprehensive and strong portfolio, we're really looking forward to working together with application-focused system integrators in areas such as water and wastewater management, factory automation, smart city applications, and also the I/O distributors to fulfill the market demands. The second I/O portfolio is our control type I/O, which includes AMX5000 series and AMX4800 series. Advantech leveraged the EtherCAT communication protocol in the series because it's widely used in motion control application. AMX5000 slice I/O modules can be attached to our AMX5580 controller or being used independently. The AMX4800 is a high-density, cost-effective I/O module. It has from accessible I/Os, LED indicators, and is capable for supporting dual power input. Actually, Advantech has multiple PC-based closed controller which support IEC 61131 standards, such as AMX5080, UNO, and TPC series. This will be a better option since all I/Os are verified by our own controller. Here, I would like to share one case highlighting a control application. The application is in a smart factory, and the customer leveraged Advantech's AMX5580 EtherCAT controller. Through the AMX5074 EtherCAT coupler, the coupler can combine different AMX5000 series slice I/O to be EtherCAT remote I/O, which connected to a torque sensor to collect data. In addition, it also connects to a CNC robot through the EtherCAT interface. And because the AMX5580 actually is a powerful PC, it can be connected to a monitor as a HMI, enabling it also collect the production execution data to MES system. The final area I would like to discuss is data acquisition I/O. Advantech has a very strong portfolio, including PCIe cards, USB interface DAQ I/O modules, and we have integrated DAQ I/O on a RISC-based platform for some entry applications. These products are widely applied to test and measurement applications, such as machinery and equipment connected to all kinds of the analog or digital sensors. We see a huge trend coming from IoT applications recently. Customers need high-frequency DAQ capability and also no tolerance to data loss. So they need the data to be preprocessed at the edge, then have the meaningful data uploaded to server only. This can save a lot of the bandwidth, but still keep the accuracy of the data in local. I would like to share a case by a machine maker. They need a solution to monitor the status of the spindle and provide information for system maintenance. CNC machines are a huge investment, and the optimized return is always around 15 to 20 years. Therefore, the factory owners do not want any unplanned shutdowns. We work with a CNC machine maker to offer a USB 5801, which is a USB DAQ module that provides 192 kHz simultaneous 24-bit connected opt maximum up to 4-channel IEP sensors. Compared to previous architecture, these features can only be fulfilled on a PCI card within IPC. Now you see how compact it is, which makes it really easy to be integrated with any edge computers with USB 3.0 interface and sit inside the machine. With such a strong and diverse product portfolio, we really encourage partners who focus on test and measurement applications and sensors distributors look for an I/O and edge compute platform. We welcome you to work with us, pursue the IoT opportunities. I hope my presentation has provided you with a clear overview about where Advantech is and where we're going now in regards to smart automation. Thank you.
Andrew, I would like to address the next question to you. I know you are passionate about the power of wireless communication and smart automation. Could you highlight a favorite application that demonstrates our competence in this area, perhaps one with some special challenges?
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks, Jerry. So there's actually one application we did with a partner called Cloud Monitoring in New York City that's really interesting. So New York Public Housing Authority requires building managers to monitor for elevator and escalator faults, right? So things like, is the door stuck open? Is it stuck closed? Is the elevator car stuck between floors? Things like that. And this is kind of difficult, as you can imagine. There are a lot of different elevator control configurations, and the controllers themselves are in pretty RF unfriendly environments, as you can imagine. So, and actually, I think on this slide you can see a picture on the right. There's an escalator bunker, and on the next slide I'll show some pictures of elevator control rooms and the towers on top of buildings. But to be able to deliver these kind of alarms, what cloud monitoring does is, well, first they need a way to create a reliable LTE connection and collect data from the elevator controller and then send it to their web application. Okay, and so to make this even a little more challenging, they need to be able to send a last gasp kind of message, what basically, in the event of a power loss, send a communication to the web application that says, hey, I lost power, not network connection, to help with remote troubleshooting. So on this next slide, you'll see kind of where our ICR 3211B comes in. So this is an LTE router. And on the left side of the slide, you can see a simplified architecture showing the elevator car and the motor control assembly there on the left. You see the ICR 3211B making that serial connection to the controller. Obviously, there's an LTE-M radio module in the router itself that provides good in-building wireless connection, good signal penetration. A router app, which is a little bit of custom coding, edge intelligence, to use that buzzword, is on the 3211B that reads MQTT registers, sends them to an MQTT broker, so the cloud monitoring web application can present the data and send alarms to the building managers. And you see a representation of their cloud app, their web application, on the bottom right side of the slide. And you see the different locations throughout New York City. So that's kind of a quick summary. Kudos to Jeff and Brad on the account team, have done a great job with this. And yeah, it's a really exciting application.
Knowing how important partnerships are for the success in IIoT, I would like to ask Nathan how Advantech's products and technology innovation is supporting our channel partners' success in smart automation.
Thanks, Jerry. And yes, that is a very good question, as the world of industrial IoT is continually evolving. And Advantech is also continuing to evolve with it and introduce new products and solutions that can enable our partners to bring industrial IoT solutions to the markets. Advantech is known as a leader in industrial computing with a worldwide market share of 34%, but Advantech also offers a broad range of I/O products, including our remote I/O solutions. We have our Atom I/O modules, both serial and Ethernet based, but for today's discussion, I would like to focus on our wireless I/O solutions. We have a broad line here as well, from Wi-Fi to LoRaWAN to Smart Mesh IP and our new Cat-M and narrowband IoT I/O modules. While Wi-Fi I/O has been in the market for some time, the newer areas are the low-power wireless modules like LoRaWAN and Smart Mesh IP. These modules require minimal power at the sensor level and can be battery operated or powered by small solar arrays. Battery life can be up to 3 to 5 years depending on sample rates. This range of wireless I/O options provides our partners with the right I/O modules to build their required solutions. For this discussion, I would like to highlight an application by one of our partners, Martindale Associates, for a food and beverage application. In this application, refrigeration cases are being monitored for temperature, humidity, and door open and closure status. This is providing information to the customer they weren't currently collecting in real time, and monitoring throughout the day provides trend data for temperature and humidity changes. The refrigerators had a set point controller that was a set and forget type process, which had to be manually monitored. In this application, one of our Smart Mesh IP commercial wizard nodes was located at each refrigeration case. The wizard node features 2 analog inputs, 1 thermistor input, and 1 digital input. Temperature, humidity, and door status were monitored. In the initial phase of this project, 4 cases were monitored with a Smart Mesh IP wireless signal communicating back to our Smart Swarm gateway. Samples were taken once a minute. The Smart Swarm gateway has various user modules available to allow communication to third-party devices and the cloud, including Node-RED and MQTT. For this application, the data was sent from the Smart Swarm gateway to a third-party SCADA system via MQTT. Other communication options would be Modbus, OPC UA, DNP3, as well as custom scripted communication utilizing Python. As this customer has multiple sites, this application can easily be replicated and rolled out across these sites. And as additional benefit of this technology, they are now considering outfitting their delivery vehicles with a wizard node and a Smart Swarm gateway that has a cellular option so they can monitor temperature status in the trucks. Additional technologies Advantech offers can allow the customer to monitor the vehicle data in addition to the product data. Some of the winning attributes of this application include the ease of implementation. The wireless networking meant no expensive wiring installation costs. The battery-powered nodes meant no additional local wiring or power supplies. The Smart Mesh IP topology, which allows each node to communicate to each other as well as the gateway, means that nodes can be located behind walls, around corners, and in other signal-obstructed areas. As long as they can see another node, they can maintain communication with the entire network and back to the gateway, creating virtual network redundancy. The ability of the Smart Swarm gateway to communicate with the existing SCADA system made systems integration easy. And the scalability was a big advantage, allowing the system to be expanded, replicated, and extended to mobile applications. And lastly, but certainly not least, it was our partner's ability to evaluate the application and work with Advantech to select the right sensor technology and then do the integration and support. So that is a long way to go to answer the question about how Advantech innovation supports our partners in this evolving world of IIoT applications. It is our evolving technologies that provide the tools to our partners. Thank you.
For my final question, I know that Ken wanted to talk to us about a very significant success with Caltrans, California Department of Transportation. Ken, can you explain the scope of this very large project and the key winning strategies that ensured Caltrans chose Advantech?
Definitely, it has been a great journey working closely with Caltrans traffic operations and the maintenance group since 2018. Along the way, Advantech team has been able to demonstrate great expertise, technology choice, and the professional support to help them rebuild their ITS infrastructure. First of all, the solution had to address a variety of the challenges. From our initial review and the discussions, 3 key technical areas were highlighted: legacy system integration, multiple brand interoperability, and the technology standardization over 12 districts. The good news was that project was supported under the SB1, Senate Bill 1 program to increase transportation funding and instituting much-needed reforms. A key part of the program involved the ITS application areas, and of course, this is the particular area of expertise for Advantech. In the highway and the arterial road systems, you have many different sensors, signaling, and the video systems to collect the traffic data. The network infrastructure is the important spine connecting the various subsystem data exchanges to the entire ITS system. It bridges, integrates, and consolidates all the field ITS data back to the TMC locations. We work with several Caltrain districts to integrate our technologies to enable this intelligent transportation system in the field. In the traffic operation, Advantech has helped to connect over 1,000+ remote locations successfully. We are connecting the various ITS elements like DMS, IP camera, and the traffic controller back to TMC location via the secure 4G LTE and the AT&T FirstNet wireless channel. In the traditional copper and the fiber extension sections, we have provided layer 2 Ethernet switches and the VDSL2 Ethernet extenders to build up a data IP station in the edge. Currently, we are working with one of the large districts to upgrade the overall ITS network bandwidth and replace older network devices. We are so glad to have been considered as a strategic technology resource to support this important ITS initiative. This slide summarizes our ITS technologies and the solutions being considered in the Caltrain's projects. Our 4G LTE and the FirstNet wireless router has been the most popular solution to replace a lot of the old 3G modems and the expensive T1, T2 telecom communication nodes, as well as to build up the reliable remote connectivity. The second popular solution is our hardened layer 2 Ethernet switches and the layer 3 10G Ethernet switches. As I mentioned earlier, we are helping the networking design in the IP station and the IP node layers. Our expertise has demonstrated the great amount of the technical knowledge to integrate with our existing Cisco networking infrastructure. Along with the design aspect, we also propose the detailed online training and the troubleshooting classes to speed up the adoption of our implementation in the field, operation, and the maintenance groups. Last but not least, the solution is our hardened fanless edge computer. It is a new concept of ITS architecture to enhance the edge data processing and the video analysis capability. It could apply for the CV, CAV, DMS side, edge video analysis applications. We have been working with several large DOT agencies for proof of concept deployments since the last year. So far, it's presented very promising result and a more efficient way to utilize data, video, to be the more safer and the smarter in the ITS integrations. To answer Jerry's earlier question on why Advantech was chosen for this project over many competitors, I believe this area were key. They are the factor that made us a trusted partner rather than just a vendor. Advantech offers a complete integrated solution from networking to computing. We know how to integrate the edge devices to the central IT enterprise networking infrastructure with the full security aspects. When you have the proper networking design, it will support well the long-term network management and the central operation. Our centralized device management software was a really critical element to allow for fast, efficient remote device deployment and the continuing monitoring and the troubleshooting. It also provides easy device upgrades and the feature enhancement through remote firmware upgrades. Now, it's also crucial to understand how we can support the field technician, contractor, and the maintenance groups. We provide a series of the comprehensive networking and the device training classes in the districts. This commitment from Advantech was recognized as a tremendous value for Caltrain. Finally, engagement with local partners ensures smooth supply chain fulfillment and the project deployment. I hope you enjoy our class learning with Jerry and me. We are looking forward to speaking with you near future.
In America, we see the strategy for smart automation to be multifaceted. As you've heard, Advantech's portfolio of smart automation solutions is comprehensive, including sensing devices, gateways, communication devices, and device management software benefiting various applications. And we are committed to investing in the next generation of technology to ensure our products fit the needs of tomorrow's applications. Furthermore, the success of our smart automation strategy depends greatly on our channel. Again, my thanks to Joseph, Andrew, Nathan, and Ken for taking the time today to discuss your views on how smart automation is going to be successful in America.